What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Bougie Black Girls YouTube channel, or welcome if you were new. My name is Dana, and today I'm hitting you with 3 quick meals for the busy girls on the go. So I know so many of you guys are busy like I am. It is the fall, it's back to school season. So we have 3 grab and go pita pocket recipes. These are definitely my favorite during this time of year. Starting off with breakfast, I'm just gonna be scrambling 2 eggs and then lightly seasoning them with salt and pepper. Nice and simple here. From there, we're gonna take it right over to the stove, cut up some bacon into little squares, and get that cooked down. Once the bacon has been cooked down pretty well, I'm gonna slice up 2 white mushrooms after getting them cleaned. I'm also gonna go in with a little bit of frozen spinach, and I just add it slightly defrosted right into the pan because the rest of the heat from what's already in the pan will cook it down nicely. We're just gonna cover that for 2 minutes and let everything cook well. A little bit later, this is what we're working with. I just kind of make sure that my spinach is mostly cooked as well as the bacon, and then I'm gonna add in those eggs that I scrambled. And from there, we give everything a light little push around until the eggs are cooked down to my liking. I like my eggs just a little bit on the runny side, nothing too extreme. Then we have these Trader Joe's pita pockets. These are really gonna be a staple for the rest of the day. I cut them in half right down the middle, and then from there, you're able to fill it with whatever you like. So I'm just taking a couple of spatulafuls of this mixture. And because I tend not to be very hungry around breakfast, I'm only going in with half of the pita pocket. And here I've got this cute little lunchbox that I got from Five Below. So we're putting in our pita pocket half, some regular sweet red and some Rainier cherries, as well as 2 clementines. And then to finish everything off, I'm just filling a tumbler with water, definitely trying to dial it back on the caffeine, so no coffee for me this morning. We're gonna close that up, get this all packed up in my lunchbox, and voila, that is breakfast for today, you guys. Then it is time to move on to lunch, and this was my favorite recipe of the day. Of course, we're going in with some short grain white rice, and we have to wash our rice so it has that nice sticky quality and it removes some of that starch. So I'm washing it about 3 or 4 times, just until the water runs mostly clear. Then we're gonna refill that with water until the water reaches about like 1 knuckle if I dip a finger down. And then I'm throwing in just some random vegetables in the house that I need to get rid of. So I've got some frozen broccoli. We're gonna put a few pieces of that in here. I'm gonna cut up about 1/4 of this white onion and then again wash and clean some more of this white mushroom. And then I'm adding a little bit of kimchi that I had hanging out in the fridge as well. Then I'm gonna go in with 1/4 of a large salmon fillet, and I know people worry about cooking salmon in like a rice cooker or an Instant Pot, but I promise you it will cook very well. We'll see that in a minute here. So we get that seasoned with soy sauce, salt, pepper, and then I'm tossing in a little bit of garlic Parmesan seasoning, that's optional. We cook that for about 10 to 15 minutes on a low or medium pressure. And then I'm gonna take out one of these rice fluffer spoons and give everything a stir. As we can see, that salmon is well cooked. I'm just taking it out here to taste it, make sure everything is to my liking. And then we're gonna stir it up, making sure everything is combined well so it becomes sort of this like warm rice, warm grain sort of bowl. And you can certainly eat it just like this, but we're gonna add it to our pita pocket. So I've cut another one in half here. I'm gonna take about 2½ spoonfuls of that mixture, and then I like to add a little bit of Japanese furikake seasoning on top. It's like that seaweed, sesame seed mix, and it typically has like a sesame oil taste to it. I think it looks really nice and fancy, and it also tastes really great. Then we're gonna move on to dinner, and like I said, guys, simplicity is the name of the game. So we're gonna take out a glass pan, oil it up, and then I'm gonna use these seasoned chicken shawarma thighs from Trader Joe's. As we can see, that is my favorite place to shop for healthy, quick, easy options, but the meat comes pre-seasoned. As you can see here, as I take it out of the package, it is really already pretty much done, so I don't have to add anything. I just put it in the glass pan, and then I preheat my oven to 370 degrees and let those chicken thighs cook for 20 minutes while I clean up, do whatever I need to do to get ready for the next day. Once I take them out of the oven, this is what they're looking like, and then we're gonna get these chicken thighs diced down into little cubes. Then we have this bag of shredded cruciferous vegetables from Trader Joe's. I get that cleaned in a little bit of vinegar, add it to a bowl, then I crumble in some feta cheese. I add that chicken. Off camera, I did add some croutons, and then I'm going in with some Caesar dressing. We give all of that a mix, and then I have this variation of a Caesar salad. Again, you can totally eat this as is, but I think the pita pockets just give a nice little bit of variety. So I'm cutting another one of these in half, filling them, putting some more fruit on the side, and that is dinner. And that is our video for the day. Hopefully one or all three of these videos work for you. Definitely leave this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment, let me know which one you are going to be checking out, and I will catch you guys a little bit later on this week for another video. Bye.